very quickly to share some things with you. That it's an important distinction to see what is part of the taste of life and what is something that you have to do. In other words, in our deep self-reflective sessions when I speak, we are self-reflecting as a human being trying to figure it out where you are, not as the idea you are now. We are trying to existentially discover the meaning of our experience, and it's endless because we're always experiencing. Measurement is like creating a value of the number of times your car doors have opened when being on a road trip. It's like literally it doesn't matter the measurement we have. We just need to be aware of how we're existing and what's going on. It's a knowing. It's an experiential knowing. When I say it's an experiential knowing, in other words, how you should interpret that or how you should perceive that idea, in my view, is that you need to know instantly why you're alive. There doesn't need to be the delay. Don't play mind games. Experience it directly. Experience while you eat food, while you do anything. The Tao is everywhere, as Taoism has said. In other words, they're pretty much saying the existential intelligence is everywhere. It's not only physical, but it's present. It's present. So the only way the physical and the non-physical can share and a unification is only when every side chooses to be present. When you and another human being who you have conflict with, if you both decided to literally just come to the present moment, do not be cluttered by your past, you would literally not have arguments. You would have clear communication, good communication. The quality of your life is the quality of your communication as life. Therefore, always when you're with people, be your real self. Be what existence has made you to be within this moment. Be yourself if you have to have an idea, but just be. Recognize the value in your own natural self-awareness. When you stop, when there's stillness, you become wise. Wisdom comes from stillness and silence, and has even been introduced as an outside entrance. Your field of vision is what you have to work with. Always value, respect your field of vision, and understand that the things that you're seeing are also being interpreted in regards to the ideas you have. Be aware that you have ideas about the world. Now check those ideas, self-reflect, meditate, sit by somewhere or go on a vacation or go do that experiential, direct experiential thing which we're always having, and then contemplate your decision of what kind of world you need. Because it's very funny. They say you first look at what kind of world we have, and that's how you're deciding what you're going to do. You're like, oh, this is the view of the world, so I'm going to decide to do this. But actually, the view of the world never needed to be any limitation. It never needed to be shaped. Your presence never needed to be sought for. Your presence was always there. These mental games are making us play not just with blocks. It's as if the letters on our blocks have literally turned into notebooks of blocks that are part of a wall that's blocking our view of life. You need to tap into and be aware. self-reflectively of your presence, both with how you feel about yourself in this physical idea, how you feel about yourself in this subtler idea, how you feel about yourself in different areas. If you're comfortable of feeling anything about yourself, there will literally be no anger in your life. There will literally be no irrational action. A calm person is rational. The mind is healthy. The Buddha suggested. Hopefully all this has been recording properly in regards to the sound. But life is a very unspeakable. Some experiences in life are unspeakable. You cannot explain, regardless of your ability in communication, how you feel about some of the things that you experience that are unspeakable. Something can be absolutely fascinating for you. Go with that fascination. Work with that blessing. See why that fascination is coming to your life. Every moment, because we have free will, we can choose to experience our fascination. We don't need to just experience fascinating ideas. You don't just need to think you're going to be rich. You can go be rich. You don't need to think you're going to be, like, for example, an athlete and then go be an athlete. You think regardless, we human beings have a great ability in working with their manifestation when it's directed. Intention works in this life. Have good intention, have effective intention. What does intention mean? Intention literally means, I think the best definition we can give it observantly is the breaking of the truth. Some of our complex temporal image problems, visual problems, are rooting from an unacknowledged past. Because you haven't acknowledged your past, you're freaked out in the future, so you can't see your God. Acknowledge your past. Acknowledge any experience which is part of your memory and be okay with it. Literally have no judgment. When they say compassion, guys, understand compassion is a principle that needs to be applied in every angle of your life. Compassion is literally the idea that is the most helpful idea to explore experientially. To recognize compassion means you need to be compassionate to your past self. You cannot judge yourself to feel guilty. Be compassionate to your past. You have gone through your hardships. You have gone through your life. Don't judge it. Don't judge this existential changing process here to the degree that your self-image is becoming inefficient, incapable. Guys, the only drugs are not just physical drugs. There are mental drugs as well. Ideas that are too culturally ingrained, that are limiting the human being's view. If you're in a culture, explore your culture and understand its pure values right now in your current moment. This is all a fascination that will always be present infinitely. Thank you.